What's the word, King? How you, brother?
Chilling, I'm good. I'm good. What's the word?
Every time I go on your gram, I feel like once a week or once every 2 weeks, you doing some next shit. You chilling with 50 and Buster. You hiding away, Boogie and all that. How you be knowing what the hot spots we at, son?
Nah, yo, listen, man. I be well connected, man.
I got you.
I just be, yo, listen, man. I just be putting out positive energy.
Yes,
You
you
know what I
do.
mean? Staying professional. You know what I mean? Trying to elevate the culture, and I be never looking. I don't think I think it's been a while. Like I would probably say, like 2012 was like the last time I could say like I was like complacent. So
Mm.
nothing is ever enough for me. So I just always be like, what's the next thing? And then like I don't know. I want to say like in the last 3 years, like everything that I've been trying to do is just been it's just been flourishing and coming together. So God bless. That shit has been lit. But yeah, that was the 2K24 launch party.
Mm. When's the last time you had a 9 to 5?
Shit. 2012.
When a nigga gotta go, shit.
2012. Yo, but what was crazy was I was like, this is before like I knew all the opportunities that could come with this, like even going serious with merch or a whole bunch of other things, YouTube and all that. So I was trying to get extra bread, and I worked at the U.S. Open for 3 days. I got fired. Actually, I got fired because I was DNA.
What does that mean? What is that mean?
So peep this. Me and Saga had a job there, right? This is when I first met Saga. So I got him a job there too.
Okay.
Right. So we working there, and at first they wanted me to hand out tickets like to the people that's coming into the stadium. Now, mind you, I'm 21 at the time, so I'm like, whatever. But I told the guy, I'm like, yo, it might get hectic because people know me, and we in Queens. So they ain't believe me. So then I started causing a scene because nobody was just taking the tickets and going in. They all stopping me taking pictures. So once the guy realized I was telling the truth, they put me in the elevator. So when I'm in the elevator, it's this dude that's like carrying the boxes. And when he first came in there, he's like, "Yo, is this punked? Like, what are you doing in the elevator? You DNA? Why you working here?" But I'm thinking like, not me, like homie just surprised to see me, but he was like a hater, like mad that I was like, why am I here trying to take this money when I should be doing my thing? So he lied me. So I like the elevator was wild, like dry, like nothing was happening. So I used to watch battles while I was there. So I'm watching, I think I'm watching Calico and Lux because Summer Madness 2 drop. And this nigga gets in the elevator and sends the elevator to the bottom floor instead of going up. And the bottom floor is where the manager's at. So I'm watching the battle. When the manager opens the door, I get fired on the spot. Three days in. Never worked again after that. Facts.
Wow, Jesus Lord, man. Talk to me, man. What are we doing here with this wrestling bars battle?
Yeah.
I like the idea though. Let me make sure. October 29th, right? 4 p.m. Caffeine, right?
Yeah.
DNA Clips. We got Chess and Danny Myers. Don Marino, Jerry West, Sheet Happens versus Snake Eyes, Xena Dropout, and Osiris. Am I correct?
Yeah.
And these are 1-round battles, right?
Yeah. I wanted to make that clear to everybody. So first things first, I did this card all on my own, backing all from me. Nobody else put up for it. Nobody else sponsored it. Shout out to everybody on the card for working with me because I'm not, in the same situation as Smacking Them or RBE or Remy. So, shout out to them basically for doing it for the culture. And they 1-round battles because I didn't want to do 3 being that esteemed. I don't want it to get redundant. So every battle,
bars for 3 rounds is gonna be wow. That's wow.
Every battle's 1 round, 4 minutes. You could purchase it on pay-per-view on Caffeine on my Caffeine channel, DNA GMDW. If you got the URL app, it's $10. If you don't got the app, it's $25. And And all the battles is dropping on YouTube too. So yeah.
Okay. On your channel?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. So does every line have to be a wrestling bar to the punch? Wherever it has to be. How does it work?
Yeah. So every punchline got to be a wrestling bar. Like. Now, I mean, everybody's gonna approach it differently. Like me, since I'm a real wrestling nigga, I'm gonna figure out how to make every line some wrestling shit. But for the people, for everybody else, like Don Marino and Saga, For the people that never seen it, you know what I mean? Like, if you go watch that battle, you can see it still feels like a real battle. And, like, you know what I mean? They kind of had, like, set up bars that might be leading into the wrestling bar that wasn't about wrestling, but every main punchline was a wrestling bar. So it turned out fire. And I wanted to do that one because I liked the idea, but I'm like, yo, I need to see this, you know, with my own two eyes, see how somebody orchestrates it before I do a whole card. Because I was going to do a whole card originally, and then I'm like, nah, let me see how this plays out with Don and Saga, and it was fire. So I was like, yeah, I gotta do the card.
Why no crowd, DNA?
It's not going to necessarily stay like that because I'm gonna keep doing them. But for the first one, I just wanted everybody to be able to digest it. You know what I mean? Watch it, and I feel like the crowd is going to be the people that, you know, nobody's coming to this shit by themselves. So it's going to be people in there. But I just want people to watch it and, you know what I mean, be able to experience it on pay-per-view. That way it's like, you know what I mean, some exclusive shit. Once you start opening the door, next thing you know, it shit might look like a real event with all the names on the card. So I didn't want to do that.
Now, being that it's Halloween Havoc, are cats wearing costumes or what? Is it a tie?
No, come on, 3, cut it out, my nigga. Nah, niggas ain't wearing costumes.
It's WCW. That's what I know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's why I picked the name, because I was doing it in October. So it was either No Mercy or Halloween Havoc, because WWF had No Mercy. But I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna do that one later. But yeah, that's
okay for you to do that. It's okay for you to take Halloween Havoc.
I mean, Banks got a whole series.
Hey, good call.
Shout out to my nigga Banks. But good call. I mean, on a business level, I'm cleared by the WWE. Yeah, like the Attitude Era podcast, we're cleared by the WWE. That's why we're able to interview the WWE wrestlers. So we got a good relationship with them. So, you know what I mean?
How that happen, DNA? How did that even come about?
Yo, like I said, bro, like just putting the groundwork. Yo, listen, last year when we started the podcast, it was really, my first vision was just, I know it was mad battle rappers that liked wrestling. So I'm like, yo, let's do a podcast, have battlers come on, talk about what wrestler they think they are, talk about good times in wrestling. It was just going to be some fun hobby shit. That was my first idea. A month into it, we had the opportunity to interview Devon Dudley. And then after that, I'm like, yo, we can really get these wrestlers from the Attitude Era, because that's the era I watch. I don't watch.
You had Captain Lou Albano on there. What's really good? That's my era.
You said what?
Did you have Captain Lou Albano on?
Who that?
One of the managers from back in the day, Captain Lou Albano.
Yeah. When we asked him about the Young Rock shit.
Yeah, like how'd you get them old dudes like that?
Yo, so like I said, just the universe, bro. Then after D-Bomb, we wound up getting Rikishi, D'Lo Brown, The Godfather, Raven. I'm Mark Henry. I'm missing Wild, like Mankind, Val Venus. Like,
bigger wrestling fan, you or Queen's Flip?
Me.
I gotta lay shy. I know Queen's Flip is a wrestling.
Queen's Flip is Queen's Flip, I think he just watched wrestling sometimes, and Queen's Flip is a hustler. He's from Queens. You know how to sell anything.
So, DNA, how do you know how to grab these individuals that you had on there? Because I know Chess talks a lot about wrestling all the time and stuff. He had interviews about calling Kid Chaos a jobber and all this. He was wild.
Yeah.
He was wilding. I know Snake Eyes is a wrestling head also. Where's Saga at?
Ask Saga, man.
Enough said.
Listen, 3. Everybody that they asked to get on this card, like everybody that they're mentioning, like, why is this person not on there? To me, it's not a surprise, because I knew that's who they wanted to see, and I reached out to these individuals before putting it together. So, schedules, other things, people, you know how shit goes. But yeah, I reached out to everybody that I knew offhand was a wrestling fan. The only 2 people that was ready to be on it, but you know what I mean, the matches started filling up was Real Deal and Ace. So I'm gonna holler at them for the next one, but they was ready to go.
I know Briz Rothstein loves a car like this. That nigga loves wrestling. Yo, Briz.
You know what's crazy though? If Briz was active, we would have been able to do it. But being that he's not, his comeback can't be an all wrestling bars battle.
Right.
But yeah, I picked Sheed because she, like everybody, when you watch the trailer, that's why I used everybody had a wrestling bar in the trailer just to set the tone to the culture to know, like, yo, people use this every time and get room shakers and
All the
haymakers.
time.
So it's not gonna be nothing out the ordinary to do the all wrestling bars battle. But yeah, Sheed and Snake Eyes watch it a lot. And I just like, you know what I mean? Snake Eyes is the biggest shit talking than Sheed, but she knows how to promo well. That's why I picked that one. Chess and Danny, I just feel like that shit is high energy. And even though Danny might not be as sharp with the wrestling as Chess, you know, Danny's a student of the game. That nigga come up with 100 wrestling bars.
Absolutely. Let me ask you a question. Do you think because y'all brothers watch wrestling, some of y'all promo will be so fire?
Hell yeah.
Snake Eyes.
Hell yeah.
Is that,
Hell yeah. I feel like if you're a big wrestling fan, you taking a page out of that book, it's always gonna make your promo, you know what I mean, out of this world.
Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's what The Rock, that's what Ric Flair, that's what them niggas' careers was based on, was being able to sell the match, sell the fight. So, you know what I mean? Hell yeah. And then Jerry and Don, you know what Don was saying.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, let's put that together, man. That's a crazy one right there. So yeah.
How did you come with the matches though? Because we know Chess and Danny, they battled before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I feel like that battle wasn't till its maximum. You know what I mean? It got heated. Shit happened. They both a lot better now. And I feel like with the theme, it was, you know what I mean? It was there. But originally, right? Originally, it was supposed to be Saga versus Danny.
Saga and Danny.
Yeah.
Wow.
But me and Clips, you know what I mean? I did that one because nobody's ever gonna really see it for real.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen. Y'all niggas.
Yeah, so you know what I mean?
That's not gonna happen.
But I mean, yo, listen, even though it's wrestling bars, you can still tell a lot about who's here and who's here because it's still rapping. So
let me ask you a question. If you and Clips ever decided to battle and just have the gloves off, that'd be a classic win to me. Not on a personal ish, just we rapping and just it is what it is.
I guess like Clips can't fuck with me on 3. You know what I mean? That's my brother, but no. Yeah, I mean Clips can't fuck with me. But no. If Clips is on point, yes, I think it'd be a great battle. Because Clips' biggest attribute in battle rap is him. It's him being him.
Absolutely.
So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't watch people myself, you know what I mean? Just watching people rap their heart out and he'll just be himself, and it's like it wins it over. So when he's 100% him, he's always somebody that's tough to beat.
You ever thought about bringing females? Or that's kind of hard. We don't know what females really watch.
I mean, see, like I got one in mind for the next one, which is Caution, but I gotta
okay.
I gotta figure out who, you know what I mean, watches the shit with her. Like who watches wrestling that's a female. But I seen Miss Pack say that she watches it. So I'm, you know what I mean? Like, yo, listen, what's surprising is when I threw out the card, that's why, you know, the culture, niggas ain't risk takers. Niggas always want to do everything that's, you know what I mean, stick to the script.
Right.
When I put out the card, you wouldn't believe how many people called me, yo, I want to be on it. Yo, boom, I watch wrestling. Yo, holla at me, boom. So now that I know the floodgates is open, I know it's mad people interested. You know what I mean? I feel like battle rap gets too serious sometimes. So it's like an all-star weekend, like, you know what I mean? Like a fun game, but it's still competitive. So I'm gonna do these shits like every few months.
Really? With the same people, or you gonna mix match?
I mean, yo, if the same people want to fuck with it, yeah. I mean, we switch up the matches, but no, I want to get new people every time. I don't want to be on it every time.
Right.
But you know, I'm setting it off. I am a big wrestling fan, so I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be on the first one. But yeah, I want to get to the point where, like, you know what I mean? Next one I might not be on it. I might set up something else that's crazy.
What made you decide to be like, you know, let me just try this? I like wrestling a lot, but let me just try to just make a card.
Nah, what really made me do it is just the success of the podcast in a year time, and just the relationships that I'm meeting. Like every time I go somewhere, anybody that is a wrestler now or was a wrestler within like the last 5 to 7 years, they know battle rap.
Right. Wow. Really?
There's so many battle rappers that know wrestlers, and then the wrestlers that don't know who we are as battle rappers, like Rikishi, a Godfather, D'Lo Brown. The moment they hear me rap, we got a whole new, we became friends. Like, it went from us doing an interview to them amazed at me being able to freestyle to now they watching the
Crazy.
battle. So it's like I feel like my job here is just to merge both worlds. Like, I feel like there's so many similarities and comparisons with wrestling and battle rap, but it's nobody that's the forefront or the spokesperson to merge both together. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna do the event, because on my Instagram, in less than a year, we got 20K on that wrestling podcast, and
Wow.
and
Wow.
they don't even know me. So a lot of those clips on there, all of those clips on there, they just know the Attitude Era podcast. Like, a lot of people don't know who I am, and then people that do, some don't even know I'm attached to it. So it's a whole new audience that I'm trying to expose myself to, and the battle rap culture to, while at the same time doing what they love. So it's like, if I try to get a bunch of wrestling fans to watch a regular battle, some will, but some might, you know what I mean? They might not be with it. But the moment they hear wrestling, they're going to be intrigued, and then they're going, oh, damn, this is crazy. Let me go watch what they do regularly. So that's what I be doing with BET. That's what I be doing with 2K. That's what I be doing with the Power. Anything that I'm doing, I'm just merging,
Be moving.
you know what I mean, both worlds. That's it.
How hard is it to get Vince McMahon on the podcast? Are you working on that? How hard is that?
Impossible. Yo, Vince McMahon, what's so crazy is, right? Because when I say impossible with so much shit that's going on with him, is that, like, people like that are so smart, they not, even if I told him I wouldn't ask certain things, he's not stepping in front of that camera. So that's why it's impossible. Like, he's under a lot of heat right now, so he's not getting in front of that camera.
Right. What's your thoughts on Max out?
Fire. Fire. You know, like me, I never like to give, like, because we all got tricks. We all got, you know what I mean, certain things that we do. Anybody, like a blogger, battle rapper, a league owner. But I don't even want to give that out, because it's like, it's pointless. It's fire. But like ARP, he knows what he's doing, man. He knows how to operate the board.
What does that mean, sir? That's so Da Vinci Code. Do I gotta break the Da Vinci Code?
Yo. But what's so crazy is that he's such a witty nigga that he'll know what I'm talking about when I'm saying it without saying it. Like, that's one thing he always said.
You think he's wilding?
Huh?
You think he's wilding out? Pumping his
chest? No. Everything I'm saying is not in a bad way. I'm saying he just knows what he's like. He's strategic. He's a tactician. He knows how to move the pieces on the chessboard when it's time to, what to do when to do it. He's a strategical guy. He knows that. So that's what I'm saying with tricks. It's just like, when I battle, a nigga be like, yo, DNA's doing that shit again. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, certain things to do. But nah, I thought it was crazy. You know what I mean? The only thing I didn't like about it was Calico, you know what I mean, saying that Good Suave is white, because I'm Good Suave.
Let's talk about that right quick, because I had Calico on the show earlier.
No, but I'm saying I'm Good Father though, 3. So Calico's lying. You know what I mean? Like, we don't.
But what do we do with angles like that? Because Mook said he had audio on Tay-Rock. We never heard that. Rex was supposed to be a nurse. Austin was a school bus driver. Verb's mom was a lesbian. Like, well, even people they even trying to get at your peoples and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But like, to me, I'm gonna be honest. To me, I always find that shit funny, because it's battle rap. Like, battle rap shit gets, to me, my whole thing is, you can't do nothing with it but laugh, because it's like, if somebody says something about you tomorrow, whether they got proof or not, the world that we live in, people gonna believe it. So if you know it's not true, you gotta just laugh. Like, I looked at it as funny, like, oh, Good's dad is white. Like, it's funny. But I mean, unless he got pictures or something, then
right.
It's just gonna be funny.
So an angle like that, quote unquote, is fake. Does it get null and void? Because is that how you look at it? Like,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. What's crazy is, because it was a white or black thing, I don't think, like, see, I don't think that battle came down to that angle. So I think it's just there. Like, it doesn't matter. Like Calico and Lux, if Blackface was not Calico's father, then that battle was based off of that. That means Calico wins the battle. because you spent a whole round telling this man about living his daddy's life. So we found out Blackface wasn't Calico's father. Like Lux round is just, you know what I mean, pretzel work. But in the Goods and Calico joint, I just think it's something Cal said. I don't think that was like a deciding factor of the battle. So,
what's your thoughts on Lux and Hitman? That's a big conversation going on right now, sir. That looks like it's warming up, Gina. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I like it name wise, but from the matchup wise, no, I don't think that's a good matchup.
You don't think it's a good match? I've never thought about Lux and Hitman. It's never a match.
I like it if we trying to sell out a venue. I like it if we talking about a super heavyweight fight with two, big names. But if we just talking about matchup wise, I don't like the matchup. Like the Daylight, the Danny, the Rum, all of those fit the criteria. The B Dot, JC, those fit the Lux. You know what I mean? Like criteria. Like I'd rather see.
He seems like he wants smoke with Hitman.
Yeah, I've seen an interview. He was talking about Hitman.
We went to Spaces last night, and they were having a conversation about battling.
Oh, Lux was in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Lux don't ever cry. He popped out and said, "What's good?" Like I'm sitting there, like, okay, Lux never really talks like this. Like, but something Hitman said. He said Lux has something going on. So that told me that Lux has a battle coming up that, you probably know.
I don't.
Brother, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
But whatchamacallit? Yeah, like I said, pay-per-view wise, match like name wise, yeah. Mm-hmm. But as far as the actual battle, I'd rather see Hitman battle Geechee, Twerk, shit like that. And I'd rather see Lux battle JC, Nitty, Daylight, shit like that.
Danny, something like that.
Danny, yeah.
All right, DNA, October 29th, 4 p.m. again, right?
Yeah, October 29th, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Go to the caffeine, my channel, DNA GMDW. Unlock it. $25 if you don't got the app. $10 if you do got the URL app. You know what I mean? Halloween Havoc, DNA versus Charlie Clips, Chess versus Danny, Snake Eyes versus Sheed, Don Marino versus Jerry, Z the Dropout versus Osiris, man.
All right. DNA, I appreciate you, King.
Got you.
My brother.